it be discounts in like a percent? Like if you
Mm-hmm.
buy $1,000 worth of product, we give you 15%, or would it be giving additional items? What was the nature of the private sale, promotional activity?
Right. In luxury fashion, it's seldom, at least with the major brands, it's seldom a percentage off. It's just as marked. And it depends on like basically the profit margin. So they would mark things. It wouldn't be like 40% off everything. And that's really perceived as gauche. They would just say like it's, the clothes are on sale, its price is marked. In beauty, and there was no like gift with purchase or anything like that. In beauty, it was different. They would do a lot of gifts with purchases, or they would do a percentage off.
Got it. And the sellers marked, would you, when you determined how you want to market, would that be based on a margin target? How would you determine?
Yes, it was based on a margin target. I don't know the exact calculations, but they were all different depending on the item.
And could you measure the kind of pull through that you got when a customer would come to a private event? How much more they might purchase as if they would come to a store?
The private events were in store. You mean full price? How much more they would have purchased versus full price? I'm not understanding.
No, when you come to a store and
Mm-hmm.
you think, oh, maybe I buy something today and I spend $800 on a product.
Mm-hmm.
And you see me do that 4 times a year because for every season I come in and take a look and take something. Versus
Mm-hmm.
at an event, I might be incentivized to purchase much more because I like so many things. Like, did you see a difference in, the amount or the pull through from that event?
Right. No. The amount of items, yes, but the actual money spent, not as much, surprisingly. So because things were discounted, it really evened out. So it's just, so they purchased more, but the sales were about on par with what they purchased full price throughout the year. So it didn't, with these valuable full price customers, it didn't make that much of an impact. Items went up, but sales actually were stable because things were discounted.
Could you measure that these customers who would attend private sales would in fact come back to regular store visits? And how would you do that?
They came back? Yes. No, we were able to track their behavior. I'm just speaking of Gucci. They continue to be full price customers. So actually at Gucci, which is interesting and actually a best practice, they had a flag in their database, which, every purchase was either flagged, sale purchase or full price purchase. And we noticed that they would still come back to the store and buy full price, which was good. Which is exactly what we wanted.
Did you track the customer by credit card? Did you track the customer by credit card?
No, they just had a very sophisticated database. So every single customer, especially full price customers, were in the database.
Like by name?
Often. Yes, by name. Mm-hmm. And this is exactly how we discovered that customers that were flagged as a sale customer, made subsequent purchases perhaps at sale only versus customers that bought full price and sale. Full price and sale were always the most valuable customers.
Got it. So obviously at Gucci you had a turnaround situation, and it is a story where presumably you have recouped brand value. Is that something that was communicated or measured? Can you talk a little bit about what happened to the brand?
It wasn't, I don't know about perception. I know there was, probably some research done. I just know that the customer value, the lifetime value of the customers in the database were higher. So the value of each customer that we gained was higher.